some people, for safety reasons, like their glass to be tempered. So now that the greenhouse is all together, all the glass is in, we're going to put a vent together. Now, this particular vent could have been put together before the greenhouse started. So if you have a day before and you have nothing to do and you want something to do, well, take a couple of vents, because every greenhouse will probably have 2. If yours is bigger, it'll have more. And take the bundles and lay them on the, like in this case, we have a nice little table, and you can just bolt them together. The bolts are 3/8 of an inch long, so they're 1/8 shorter than the greenhouse bolts. And the reason we do this is because it hangs on your ridge if it's too long. All you do is just slide the end piece down. As you can see, that's the gutter. That little flange is on the outside. Just in case the boys in the shop put it on the wrong way, it's on the outside. Can't really go wrong because the glass bars in this vent, one end is cut on an angle, and that's on the bottom. On the top it's straight cut, and you see actually a screw hole on the end of the hinge, and we'll show you what that is. Okay, now we're going to put the middle bar in. Push it tight to the bottom, to the gutter, and just tighten it up. Yeah, when you tighten the bolts up, it's good and snug. You know, it's not too loose, it's just good and snug. Okay, we're going to put the screws in the hinge, and what that does, the screw goes into the glass bar on the ends. The reason that is done is that over the years of wear and tear, the bolts might just loosen it up a little bit, and the screws now will hold it all into place. It's always a good idea that, you know, after a while, to double check all your bolts in the greenhouse and all the screws on your caps to make, you know, to make sure that they're still fairly tight. Okay, now we turn it upside down, and we're going to put the foam on, same as you do in the greenhouse. Yeah, to slide your finger down like that, you need a fairly calloused hands because the paper is pretty sharp. You can use a razor blade to cut it, or you can use some side cutters. I prefer side cutters, but whatever is available. Yeah, and you put a foam strip into the gutter edge. Just peel the paper off if you can find the end. As you can see, this can easily be done in the garage if the weather isn't right. Okay, we're going to put a piece of glass in and make sure you got the right size glass. Now he just dropped it in, but for information he checked it first. If you have a little sprayer with water, just spray a little bit of water on it, then you can lay the glass in and move the vent frame to square it off with the glass. Okay, putting the caps on will again just be snug. Quarter turn after you hit the glass. And there's your vent. It should be silicone or use a caulking material. In this case is Tremco 555. This seems to be our favorite. It's always good to have a little bit of a paper or something to wipe the end off of the nut once you've finished with it. He's sealing it where it goes underneath that lip. Okay, that's the vent done. Going to slide it in. We took the screw out because there's a screw in the ridge, so we took the screw out, slide our vent in, and put the screw back in. And the screws are there, so when the vent lifts up with your lifter, whether it's a manual or automatic, the vent doesn't slide sideways. When you slide a vent in too, if you don't lift it too high, the idea is to keep it a little bit on the lower side. It's easier to slide it in. Now we're going to put the screw back in and the vent is done.